What's up, Couyons? We're back with another one. This time we're doing the Knob Creek 12 year. My last video I did the Knob Creek 9 year. Both of these come in at 100 proof. This one I think was about 40-ish bucks a bottle. And this one is roughly about 75. Both are, like I said, 100 proof, 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. So, Knob Creek being part of the Jim Beam family. It's, I think, my favorite product of theirs. I'm not big on the whole nuttiness that most of the time, the Jim Beam products have, but I do like the Knob Creeks. I've been buying the 9 year for a while, and I finally got a chance at the 12 year. So, it's funny, actually, we shot a video the other day where we compared these two together, did a no blind, me, Jonathan, and Randy, and I don't know. Needless to say, we shot a few videos before that video, and by the time we got to it, it just wasn't really watchable. So, starting over, doing it again, and I do have that video. It's mostly okay. It's up on YouTube, but it is private, so if there's something that you care to really watch, maybe send me a comment or, something, and I can maybe share it that way. But for right now, I think we're just gonna leave it off the channel. But let's get into the Knob Creek 12 year. So I got me a glass poured up already, and here we go. Now, in comparison to the 9 year right here, the nose is a little bit better here. It's got a few more notes, and it's a little bit more balanced, I find. So, caramel, vanilla, cherry, and oak right off the bat on the nose. The fruitiness is a little bit more subdued, say, compared to the 9 year that I did. And I really like the green apple on the 9 year that I was getting, and I kind of get it here, but I mean, it's very, very, very subtle. You do get a little bit of that fruitiness on the end of the nose, and the alcohol burn on the nose is so subtle and clean and it's very nice. It doesn't burn at all. It just lets you know, hey, look, I'm there. I'm just here to hang out. Like again, caramel, vanilla, got some cherry, oak. Some peanut there on the end too, and that's the thing I find with the Knob Creek, and that's probably why I like it the most, is it of the Jim Beam products that I've had before, it's the one that's maybe not so peanutty forward as some of their other products. These have got to open up for a while, so maybe that helps with that as well. Alright, how about we go ahead and give the palate a good old try. A little swirl. That definitely has some peanut on the palate. Alright, so more caramel, more vanilla. There is some cherry there that pops in, and then it goes into a pear and maybe a little bit of apple. I don't really get the fruitiness as much. Yeah. Caramel, vanilla, cherry, pear. It's very smooth, and the alcohol burn is just, it's very nice. It's not hard to drink. There's not much burn to it. It's very, very, very smooth. You can definitely tell this is a older product, being 12 year. Surprisingly, the oak is not as predominant as you might think it would be, being a 12 year. It definitely have some peanut and some oak right there after the caramel, vanilla, and cherry and all of that. right after the burn, that peanut and that oak kind of comes in, but it's really very subdued, very well balanced into it. Really, like, I would think it would be a lot more oak on it, but there's not much to it. Yeah. Alright, so after that peanut and that oak, there's a creamy kind of like leather finish to it. And that kind of goes on a little bit longer. Definitely better than the 9-year as for the finish. I thought the 9-year finished a little quick. This one, it definitely goes on, and maybe the burn picks up a little bit as it sits there for a little bit. Now, I'm really partial to the green apple note on the 9-year bottle, but overall, this drinks better. The balance is better. It's just smoother and creamier and nicer all the way around. The finishes is all more rounded. If any one thing I think that really knocks this bottle, I think the notes would be a little bit more expressive at a higher proofing. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they do this in a 120. I know they do that in a 120 proof. I think they do this in a 120 proof. If they don't, they need to, because I think the notes need to be expressed maybe a little bit more with the alcohol. And I think there's a lot of notes that are hiding there that just really aren't showing because it is so low proof. It doesn't really have that pop off. But I mean, other than that, it's really really well rounded, really smooth, really easy to drink. It's so polished. Getting a little bit more peanut as I keep drinking into it. Kind of starts to overtake the other notes or so on. Maybe it's just getting used to it or so on. And I found that a little while ago when I was doing my notes on these before I shot the video, that after a few sips, I find like the other notes kind of gets drowned out by the little bit of the peanuttiness and some of the oak and, let's say, leather on the end. You have to still kind of like search to get those vibrant, fruitier notes towards the beginning: the caramel, the vanilla, cherry, oak, pear, and that green apple, especially on this one at least. But overall, very good bottle. Like I said, I think I paid about $75 for this one before tax. Got this one right here at the Bayou side right here in Thibodaux. It's not a pick, but I think this one's supposed to become more readily available. So check them out, see if you can find one. Couyons score. Now, I gave the Knob Creek 7.25, the 9-year right here. I think I'm going to go with 7.75 on this one. It's just more rounded, smoother, and there are more notes to it. But the big kicker on this one is it has a little bit better finish, a longer finish. So I feel like you're getting more for your money with that. But that'll be it for this one. Like, subscribe, check out some of our other content. We have bourbon reviews, Scotch reviews. We got a rum review. Randy's doing some cool stuff with a little mini barrel. I'm gonna have to try and maybe get into something like that as well. But other than that, we'll check y'all out on the next video.